Let's talk about AI. But this isn't just another tech trend. What we're seeing right now is a new frontier opening up. It's like a digital gold rush that's completely reshaping our world, building fortunes overnight, and, yeah, rewriting the rules as we go. So let's dive in and explore this new territory together. And when I say gold rush, I mean it. The scale is just mind-blowing. The global AI market is on track to hit over $1.3 trillion by 2030. Think about that. That's not just a little bit of growth, it's a massive economic shift. And it's happening faster than almost anything we've ever seen before. So, what does a $1 trillion opportunity like that actually look like on the ground? Well, it looks like a huge leap in getting things done. Take it from creator Wes McDowell, who points out that AI can take a task that used to eat up days of your time and shrink it down to just a few hours. This isn't just about working faster, you see. It's about totally unlocking new creative and business possibilities. All right, so here's our game plan. We're going to map out this whole new world. First, we'll look at the AI gold rush itself, all the opportunities that are up for grabs. Then, we're going to focus on the one skill you absolutely need to succeed. After that, we'll talk about the new rules of the game, specifically the EU's big AI Act. And finally, we'll lay out a clear path for you to move forward. So let's kick things off with the opportunity. And we're not talking about some distant future here. Right now, as we speak, businesses are already striking gold with AI. They're transforming how they do everything from the ground up and getting a real, serious edge on the competition. What's really fascinating is how AI is solving these very real, everyday business headaches. It's not some abstract concept. You need to boost your team's productivity? Boom, AI connects the right people with the exact info they need. Want to get better at financial forecasting? It can spot trends that a human might totally miss. It's quickly becoming the ultimate secret weapon for any organization. So here's the bottom line. This goes way beyond just being more efficient. It's about gaining a real strategic advantage. We're talking smarter decision-making, way better customer service. AI prompts are really the engine powering this whole new wave of business innovation. Okay, so the opportunity is massive, we get it. But how do you actually tap into this power? How do you stake your claim in this gold rush? Well, it really all comes down to mastering one single essential skill. And that skill is called prompt engineering. Honestly, you can think of it as the new literacy for the age of AI. It is the art and the science of talking to an AI, of crafting the right instructions to get the brilliant, specific results you want, instead of just some generic, useless nonsense. And it's so much more than just typing a question into a chat box. To really master this, you have to understand a few different techniques. There's zero-shot prompting, where you give the AI a task with 0 examples, just to see what it can do. Then there's few-shot, where you give it a couple of examples to nudge it in the right direction. And maybe the most powerful is chain of thought, where you literally ask the AI to think step by step. It's all about knowing how to ask the right way. Now, here's where it gets really powerful. You can use these techniques to build your own personalized AI agent. For example, imagine creating a scripting agent that you train on your own writing style. You just toss it a rough idea, and it hands you back a polished script in your own voice. It basically becomes a true creative partner. You could do the same thing for marketing, for coding, anything. And because this skill is so incredibly important, a whole new market is just exploding around it. The prompt engineering market is set to grow almost tenfold in less than a decade, from about $280 million today to $2.5 billion. This isn't just a skill anymore, it's a whole career path. But every gold rush eventually gets a sheriff. With all this power and all this money flooding into AI, you better believe the regulators are stepping in. A new set of rules is coming to this digital frontier, and the European Union is the first one pinning on the badge. And you're going to want to pay very close attention to this timeline. The first big prohibitions, they kick in at the end of 2024. Then, by the middle of 2025, the rules hit the big general-purpose AIs like ChatGPT. And by 2026, the whole thing is law. For any business using AI, believe me, the clock to get ready is officially ticking. So the whole idea behind the EU's AI Act is actually pretty simple. The more risk an AI system poses to people, the stricter the rules are going to be. It sorts every AI system into one of 4 categories based on that one simple principle. So what does that actually mean? Well, first, you have systems with what they call unacceptable risk. Think of things like government social scoring systems or AI that manipulates your behavior. This stuff is considered so dangerous that it is completely banned in the EU. Period. End of story. Then you have the high-risk category. This covers AI used for really important stuff like hiring, credit scores, or law enforcement. These are allowed, but only if they meet super strict standards for things like transparency, data quality, and human oversight. And what about companies that don't play by the rules? Well, the penalties are massive. Fines can go as high as 7% of a company's global annual turnover. For a major tech company, that could literally mean billions of dollars. So yeah, make no mistake, these new rules have some very serious teeth. Okay, so we've got a trillion-dollar opportunity on one hand, a critical new skill to master, and a brand new rulebook to follow. Let's pull all of this together into a clear, simple strategy. This is your path forward. Look, a winning strategy in this new era really has 3 key parts. First, you've got to actively pursue the opportunity. Find those key spots where AI can give you an edge. Second, you have to build the skills. Invest your time and resources into learning prompt engineering. It's basically the price of admission now. And third, you must understand the rules. Start figuring out where your AI use falls in these risk categories now, not when it's already too late. The AI revolution isn't coming. It's already here. It's a gold rush, for sure, and it's creating incredible value. But it's also a landscape that demands new skills and a whole new level of awareness. It's a frontier that now has rules. So the only question left to ask is, are you ready for it?